Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors, including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife. Now, we do our best each week to bring you tasteful content, but viewer discretion is advised. Now, enjoy the show.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We start our journey this week in Kent County, Delaware at the Wyoming Peach Festival.
We then head to Pittsville, where we get down and dirty at Jeep Jam OC.
Scorchy Toss takes us to Minokin to meet the wildlife woman.
And we head to Millsboro to check out a farm that's leading the way in conservation and sustainability.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And I've still got my summer vibes going on over here, and you've transitioned to fall.
Well, I mean, it's Labor Day weekend, and that's the unofficial ending of summer, and yeah, I'm all about that autumn life.
Okay, well, you keep your Merlot Polo, go grab your pumpkin spice latte. I'm gonna go sit by the pool.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here's Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
One of my favorite things about Delmarva is all the local produce we have around here. You've got watermelon, corn, cantaloupe.
Yeah, and one of my favorites are peaches. And we got our fill at the Wyoming Peach Festival.
You are in the small little town of Wyoming, the best little town in Delaware, and this is our annual Peach Festival. So, what are we in, 32nd year? Because we missed that 1 year with COVID, right? Correct. So, yep, so it's 32nd year from the festival. It's a mixture of everything. So there's something out here for everybody. We have craft vendors. We have a number of food vendors this year. So community organizations, churches, school districts, a little bit of everything out here. It was in conjunction with Pfeiffer Farms. So back in 1990. And there was just a committee that was brought together of 5 ladies, and they just thought that it was a good idea to bring the farm out to here, so to speak, and this is what it's grown to. Like I said, we're a small town. We love our small town here. It's community. Everything that we do and everything that the committee did back then and everything that the committee does now is centered around the community. This is community feeling. It's all based on the community.
Now, if you have a lot of those peaches and you're planning on doing some canning this year, just remember us here at Outdoors Delmarva.
That's right. Coming up next, we head to Pittsville to check out Jeep Jam OC. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
If you follow us on our Facebook page, you saw our Facebook Live video where we got to ride around in a Jeep over the obstacle course at Jeep Jam OC in Pittsville.
And it sure was a bumpy ride in the Jeep and in the monster truck, but it was a lot of fun, and here's why.
Jeep Jam got started sitting at the CC Custom Shop one day talking about Ocean City Jeep Week, and then we decided, hey, wouldn't it be fun to have some off-road stuff to bring to Ocean City Jeep Week? So that's what we did. We created Jeep Jam, and it's grown and grown over the years. It takes a lot of man hours to prep it for Jeep Jam and to prep it to host as many people as we're hosting and as many vendors as we have this year. So I would say total time from start to finish, your a couple months. It's a huge Jeep playground. There's anything and everything anybody can want. I mean, we've got, like I said, we've got this whole course here, but then right behind you, I have the big boy course, where all the bigger Jeeps and rock crawlers like to come play. So yeah, there's something here for everybody. a lot of the people out here have been wheeling for a while, so we just kind of keep an eye on them. If you are a newbie, it's no problem at all. We will spot you through the entire course. The course also has outs if there is something you don't feel comfortable trying to do. So we've got a log cross, we've got mild rocks, we have extreme rocks, we've got some more logs over here, some tires, some concrete pads. I mean, we've just got a plethora of different things for them to climb over and play and have fun with. Obviously, we have spotters here. We do require you to wear your seatbelts at all times. You must have insurance. You must have a front and rear hook point if you get stuck so that we can get you out. If you are in a car seat, we do not let you on the course. We do not advise it. Keep your hands and your feet inside at all times. But we want you to enjoy the ride as well. I would like to let everybody know that there is a great event next month. It's called Jeepers Back the Blue. It is located in Dover, Delaware at the Speedway. What they do is they raise money and then they donate it back to officers' families that need it. So I think it would be a great event. If anybody gets the chance to attend, you're gonna see some really cool stuff. They actually let you register to drive your Jeep around the NASCAR track. So that's really cool. But next year, we are planning already for August of next year. We haven't released our dates yet, but they will be coming soon. But we anticipate to have more going on here next year than we do this year. It's something that we all love to do, so we're all about it. And when people ask me, this is what it's about. It's about people coming out here, testing their limits, having fun, being amongst people that they're not gonna be judged by, you know? That's what it is to me, it's family. When you think of Jeep family, you think of family and community, because that's what it's all about. Everybody's friendly, everybody is willing to help each other. They just wanna encourage you and make you feel part of their family, but also encourage you to get out there and say, hey, I'm so-and-so and I'm from Ocean City, Maryland, and it's very nice to meet you. Get them out, get them on the course, help them go through things, help them push the limits to what their Jeep can actually do. And then they become part of the Jeep family.
We had so much fun in Pittsville with the Jeep community. Now, if you missed this year's event, don't worry, you can catch next year's event. Go to jeepjamoc.com for more information.
Coming up after the break, we meet the wildlife woman in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after these messages.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, Higher Standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine, everything but the water, and Bell Creek Equipment. For farm, home, or fun, Bell Creek is #1.
You may remember on our Facebook page about a month or so ago, we posted a video of Jason saving a baby bird.
But in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws, we meet a woman who goes above and beyond for the wildlife of our area.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
There are many who tear pages out of the book of nature, and there are few who put them back. Bobby Stadler of Monocan, Maryland is among the latter. Bobby is a wildlife rehabilitator.
I work with injured and orphaned wild animals, ones that have sort of gotten into trouble. It's a real big part of my life. It's what I do. In the summertime, when I've, really filled up here, it's basically 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. So.
Bobby Stadler does not do what she does to feel virtuous. Her mind is not fragmented with conflicting interests. Taking care of troubled wildlife is her love and obsession, and she is endowed with the will and stamina to accomplish her objectives.
Baby birds need to eat about every 20 minutes for 14 continuous hours. Baby mammals, very young, about every 2 hours, possibly with one feeding through the night.
Bobby Stadler's coffers are filled only with satisfaction. There are no monetary rewards.
Basically, My husband and I are the ones that are, footing the bill for this. Even though I'm licensed by the state and federal government, the license just allows me to do it, but there's no funding attached.
Most of the wildlife she cares for come from people who find sick, injured, or orphaned animals. Even with the tenderest of care, there are not happy endings for all. Her chosen profession is fraught with sadness as well as satisfaction.
I try to, nurture them when they need it, but then let them go on and be independent, and that's real important.
Wildlife is meant to be wild. I feel that it's a privilege for me to be able to be a part of these animals' lives for a little while, but the whole point is to turn them back out where they belong. And
Bobby Stadler, wildlife rehabilitator, a woman who is not afraid to differ, one who has given new life to many creatures of the wild. Scorchy Taws wandering our Delmarva land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know the skatefish has one of the largest livers in the animal kingdom? Its liver accounts for 1/4 of its body mass. In comparison, the human liver accounts for just 2% of our body mass.
Did you know that unlike stingrays, which have live births, skates lay eggs? The pouches that contain these eggs are called mermaid pouches, and it's not uncommon to find them washed up on the beach.
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Chickens and Delmarva are synonymous with each other.
And to be able to sustain that culture for generations to come, well, it all starts at the chicken farm. Terry, you've got a beautiful farm here. How long have you been doing farming?
We purchased the farm about 18 years ago. My wife was pregnant with her second child, and it was a way for me to get a second job and her to stay home and raise the 2 kids.
And it looks like it's full-time business for you now.
It is. We've expanded the farm a couple times, and then eventually farmed out a little bit of work so I could play with a few other projects.
How is it that the operation here benefits not just you as a family, but also the environment and the community here? Because you're telling us about different things that you've got to help run the farm.
Yeah, we've tried to implement a lot of things to make to lighten our environmental impact on the farm. The farm is 100% solar. We put in 222 kWh of solar power. We don't actually use the solar power. We generate what we use. We sell it to the grid and then buy it back. It's a wash, pretty much. So we help supply the grid. We recycle the mortality, and that's eliminated flies, buzzards, fox, and that sort of thing from the farm, where we actually freeze the birds and they're recycled into biodiesel. The fats are biodiesel, and the proteins make pellets for fish farmers and that sort of thing out of it. And then a lot of plantings and stuff just to lessen the environmental impact. We're kind of tucked away a little bit, and kind of like the privacy that we have back in this area. 3, maybe 4 years ago, we took the whole farm solar. So we put in a 222 kWh solar system on the roof of the chicken house. It generates enough power to offset all of the power that the farm uses. I haven't had an electric bill in probably 4 years now. Set of panels that's on this chicken house number 2 is enough to offset about $68,000 worth of power use a year, which is what my bills used to run. The trees are an experiment where I'm trying to take advantage of transpiration, which is where it's cooler underneath the tree than it is everywhere else. So if I can get enough cool air here, the air to cool the chickens is sucked into these pads here. So it would be 2 to 3 degrees cooler air going in, reducing the amount of energy that I need to use to cool the chickens. This is a runda grass. It's a It's a biannual grass. It has 2 years worth of life on each stalk. It's in front of the fan to absorb nutrients or ammonias that come out. Before it grew up, I think it's probably 5 years old now. We would have some dust covering the freezers and clogging the filters. Most all of it is caught by the Arunda grass. DCA has been great over the years. They foster programs that would help farmers, like a lot of the plantings that they plant around the farm. We have tree lines and buffer zones, grasses that absorb nitrogen or dust particulates, and all that research and whatnot was done for DCA. They monitor legislation and get us involved when there's a need for farmers' voices and in Congress and local state governments,
sure,
and that sort of thing. And then they have a lot of fellowship. Being on a farm, you don't run into a whole lot of other farmers, so there's a lot of fellowship that goes together with socials and that sort of thing.
The Delmarva Chicken Association is so very vital to the chicken farming community, and to learn more, go to dcachicken.com.
Coming up next, we take a look at your latest photos.
And we're going to preview the 22nd annual West Side Fire Department's Outcasters Open.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Amanda Sparacino finds herself in front of the camera this week to show off her latest catches.
Ray Harper had a visitor stop by his house to enjoy a bit of that summer porch life.
Joey Melvin has photographic evidence that there are plenty of reasons to get excited for hunting season this year.
And Nick Denny had us saying wow with a couple of amazing photos that remind us why Delmarva is such a cool place to live.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
And now it's time to take a look at the mounts of the week.
Brought to us by Longhorn Butcher and Taxidermy in Pittsville.
Spencer sent us these pictures of an 8-pointer harvested in Delaware by Dawson Smart.
For all your butcher and taxidermy needs, contact Spencer over at the Longhorn Butcher and Taxidermy Facebook page. The 22nd Westside Outcasters Open is coming up on September 16th and 17th. Early bird registration is open until September 4th with a registration fee of $85. After that, registration is $120.
Anglers will try to win cash prizes up to $1,800 by reeling in rockfish, trout, hardhead, bluefish, perch, and catfish.
Kids 12 and under will also have their own category and be eligible for cash prizes as well.
No lines in the water before 7 a.m. on the 16th, but scales are open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday.
The captain's meeting will be held on Friday the 15th at 6 p.m. at the West Side Fire Department in Bivalve, and the award ceremony will be Sunday evening at 5 at Boonies.
All winners will be recognized, and you do not have to be present to win.
To get registered and to read the official rules, go to westsidevfd.com.
Keep sending in those great photos by emailing outdoors@wboc.com.
And if you'd like to follow us on all of our social media pages, pull out your phone's camera right now and scan that QR code in the bottom right corner of the screen, and it'll be right there at your fingertips. We hope to see you right back here again next week, but until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.